It's mid-September. I haven't done a pattern roundup for a while, so let's have a look at the new patterns I've bought over the past couple of weeks. I haven't just bought style art patterns this time, I've bought patterns from 3 different companies. So I'm really excited to show you what I've been buying. Let's start with the first one. It's the Pattern Emporium Bound to Be. And the Bound to Be is a round neck top, as you can see here. It has varying necklines, and all those necklines are bound rather than the normal t-shirt treatment that I give my top. There are several different sleeve variations across the bottom here. There are long sleeves, short sleeves, cap sleeves, etc. Now at first glance this top looks very much like the Keep It Simple Babe pattern, which is also for a top with various different necklines and sleeves. The difference is the Keep It Simple top has lots of different necklines, they're not just round necked. And the reason I bought this pattern, because it's a little bit different, is it has a mock neck. Now I quite fancy doing this mock neck top or style for the autumn months, because I do quite like a roll neck, but I thought that a mock turtleneck just sitting higher on my neck would keep my neck warm while I'm in my workroom. And I can have the top with long sleeves, shorter sleeves, etc. And I think wearing that with a pair of nice ankle length jeans would be a really nice 1960s kind of vibe to it. So yeah, that's my first pattern, the Bound to Be tee from Pattern Emporium. It's my favourite style arc, of course. First up is the Ethel Designer top. Now I bought this back in August when the weather was a little bit warmer. It's now got a little bit cooler, so I don't think I'll be making this top up in the next couple of months, to be fair. It's probably a springtime top for me. The Ethel top is a really nice cap sleeve, as you can see, and it's got these interesting front seams and seams down the back as well, and it just gives a round neck cap sleeve top, which is quite a classic shape, a little bit of interest. Now the one of the bonus patterns from Style Arc in August was the Quinn woven top. So I got the Quinn along with the Ethel top as the bonus pattern. So the Quinn is another cap sleeve top, and it also has lots of opportunities for colour blocking or blocking with different fabrics. For example, you might do stripes going one way, stripes going the other way, or completely different contrasting fabrics in the bodies, the back and front body of your top. It has, just here, it has a binding, so it gives a 3D interest as well. So there's lots of seams, Quinn top to play around with, as there are in the Ethel top. So they are quite similar tops. So 2 tops in Style Arc. Beginning of September, obviously there was a new bonus pattern, and one of these bonus patterns was, or is, the Mary shift dress. Now I quite like this because of its simplicity. It's just a shift dress, very simple lines, pockets at the front if you want to add them. I wouldn't add pockets because I don't actually particularly like pockets in my dresses, and a nice short sleeve. I've been making these, well, they're kind of elbow length, aren't they? I've been making this a little bit shorter, maybe a cap sleeve or a short sleeve rather than elbow length, because I don't really think that length of sleeve would suit me. But yeah, that was the free pattern in September, and I got that alongside, the Goldie skirt. Now, again, this is a kind of skirt that I'd be wearing to work in my workroom in the winter months when it's a little bit cooler, with leggings or thick tights on. I really like the shorter version here. The shorter version, it does have buttons, but you can have buttons or a zip in either the short version or the knee length version. But I thought this would look fantastic in a nice black corduroy, and put nice buttons down the front. The waistband is faced rather than having a waistband, so that's going to be quite comfortable as well, isn't it? It's in panels, so you get a nice fit. Again, good, a princess seams really in this skirt. So again, seams are giving a really nice interest to a garment. So yeah, that's a Goldie skirt that I got alongside the Mary Shift dress. Another dress I like the look of is the Laura dress. Now, I believe this is quite an old pattern because it doesn't have some of the features that the newer patterns would have. In fact, the construction sheet is just one sheet of instructions and diagrams. So I believe that Style Arc are upgrading this to include layers and more information on the construction, but that might be a little time in coming. But it's a single size pattern and I bought a pattern in the middle of my size range. It's a pattern that's made for jersey fabrics or knit fabrics. It has an interesting seam at the top of the yoke there, which again you can use for colour blocking. I think colour blocking is a bit of a theme of my patterns from Style Arc this month. Or you can just use the same fabrics, the top sleeves and the bodice of the dress. It's got a nice sort of swing to it. It's not tight. It's a very simple dress and I'm looking forward to making that in maybe a grey melange jersey like the top I'm wearing, because I think that would be a really nice classic dress. Last but not least from Style Arc this month is a new pattern. It's a Springfield woven coat. As soon as I saw this coat pattern, I had to buy it, popped it to my basket straight away. I'm all about making coats for myself this season because I don't have a really decent coat. In fact, I've got a nice little jacket to show you, but I haven't quite finished it yet, but I'll show you that in a couple of weeks' time. The Springfield, either long or short yet again. It's a throw-on kind of coat. It doesn't have any buttons or anything like that. So it's open at the front. It's got pockets. It's quite large, but I'm sure there's enough room to wear a nice fluffy jumper underneath when the weather gets cooler. Again, looking at this lady here, there are options for colour blocking and it's just an all-round lovely up-to-date style that looks quite easy to stitch. So yeah, that's my final pattern from Style Arc this month, but I do have some more patterns to show from another pattern company. I haven't actually mentioned this pattern company for quite a while. It's the Love Notions pattern company and I do have quite a few of their patterns. In fact, I made up the willow wrap dress for my wedding dress a couple of years ago and I've been wearing the summer basics, I think, or summer essentials tank quite a lot during the summer. So they are a pattern company I do use and I do recommend. They've had a few patterns released over the past couple of months. The chorus was released a couple of months ago. I believe it's kind of a public vote pattern where the designer of Love Notions, I think her name is Tammy, and there's Tessa as well. I don't know which one's which, who does the designing, but they asked the public or their fans what they'd like to see in a pattern. And they went for a dress and suggested all the features that you can see. I'm really interested in making a longer sleeved version. So taking the long sleeves from the dress here, but making a top. And I absolutely love this draped front. You can either have a deep drape or a shallow drape on the front of your top or dress. And you can either have a straight back or a draped back as well. And there is, of course, the option of various sleeve lengths that you can see here, or sleeveless. And there's options of either a top or a short dress or a long dress. So you do get a lot of variations. And I like the versatility of these kind of patterns, but I thought that a top like this in black, just for daytime wear, would be absolutely great and would really suit my aesthetic. So that's my first new pattern from Love Notions. Another pattern from Love Notions that's been out a couple of weeks or months, I believe. It's the Encore skirt. Now this design isn't usually in my kind of aesthetic. I prefer a pull-on pencil skirt or a long midi skirt. There are midi skirt versions, but I really quite liked, again, the lines of the skirt, the design. There are panels in the skirt and there are pockets that are inserted into the panels as well. So really clever way of incorporating pockets into the skirt. I think there's, let's have a quick look. There's a pencil skirt, flared skirt, a pleated skirt here, and an A-line skirt. And there's a choice between midi lengths and short lengths. So again, a really good pattern for versatility if you're looking for several different types of skirt, that's a tongue twister, different types of skirt in your pattern stash. So again, that's a really good workhorse pattern for me. A pattern that was released possibly last year or the year 18 months ago, the year before, is the Largo Cargos. Now, I hadn't got this in my pattern stash, but it popped up as a Feature Friday pattern, so I grabbed it while it was $5. Love Notions do have a Feature Friday pattern on most weeks where you can grab a pattern for $5, and I hadn't got this pattern, so I popped it into my basket. They are the archetypal cargo pants with the pockets on the leg here, the side of the leg here, lots of big pockets at the front and pockets at the back. Now, I can see myself not making the cargo trousers as such, because I don't really think now that pockets on the side of the leg are my aesthetic, although they used to be, but I can see these in a really nice plain, maybe linen or drill with the back pockets and the front pockets, and I think they'd be a really nice garment to wear, again, for either an appointment you might have going out of the house or working from home. They do have, looks like it has a faced waistband, but the waistband is defined with some top stitching there. That was a great pattern to add to my collection from Love Notions, and I'm sure I will use that in weeks to come. I recently made myself a pair of Blackley jeans. Now, the Blackley jeans pattern is a style art pattern. I've actually got them on today. They're gorgeous. So when I saw Crescendo jeans pattern from Love Notions, this is a fairly new pattern that's been, again, published. I had to have this too. And I wanted to buy it because my Blackley jeans fit absolutely perfectly from Style Arc. But I thought I might do a bit of a battle of the jeans. So making up one of the pairs of Crescendo jeans here and seeing how they compare to the Blackley jeans. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, let me know in the comments below. So the Crescendos have, I'm not sure whether these are fake pockets or real pockets. Got a feeling they might be real pockets, but without looking at the pattern instructions, I can't remember offhand. They've got back pockets, obviously, and a yoke, and they have an elasticated waist. They're intended for stretch fabrics like stretch denim, for example. But the great thing about this pattern is there are 4 leg styles. It says there are flare, boot, straight, and skinny. So that is really something to take into consideration if you're looking for a good jeans pattern that has lots of different leg variations. Like I said, I will be doing a Battle of the Jeans video sometime in the near future. So watch out for that. I'm probably going to go for the skinny jeans and let's see how they compare to the Blackley ones, because they're great. And my last pattern of the haul and the last pattern from Love Notions. There's a pattern that I won't be using until next summer. It's the Clearwater Summer Essentials. And these are kind of beachwear or sportswear, swimwear. There's a kind of bikini top, a tankini, a pair of bikini bottoms, shorts, and a sports dress. This is more like a kind of a tennis dress, possibly. So yeah, so I bought that because when I go on holiday, I don't wear a shop bought bikini or shop bought swimsuit anymore, because they don't really suit me, and I can really see myself in the tankini and the shorts, for example, or the tankini in the bottoms. So yeah, I bought that because I'm sure we're going on holiday somewhere warm next year, and I would like to make myself some beachwear. So yeah, that's my last pattern from Love Notions. And that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed slightly different patterns this time. So from Pattern Emporium, Style Arc and Love Notions. Let me know which is your favourite pattern designer and which has been your favourite pattern that I've showed to you today. Until next time, happy sewing. Bye bye.